Hi everyone, welcome to another video in which we are going to solve now the 12th challenge, which is the obvious using Selenium with Java. So let's take a look at the problem statement. So here we go. What we have to do is we have to click on this generate random text, and this text is going to change obviously every time whenever I'm going to click this, and whatever text is coming here BC7, that I have to select in this drop down. So if I select the BC, this is the one, and I have to select this and click on submit, and that's how we'll be able to solve the problem statement. Okay, I would like you to pause, try to think of the approach how you're going to solve this problem statement, and as stated before, if you are able to solve this problem statement by the end of the video, do mention solved in the comment section. So let's get started. First of all, I will quickly write the basic code here, the basic code snippet. So I'll create a class 12, and the problem statement is obvious. I'll select public static void main, and let's write our browser launch very quickly. Web driver is equal to new Chrome driver, and I'll quickly import both of these. This is a very interesting problem statement. A lot of concepts you're going to learn. Driver.get, and we'll pass the URL where our problem statement exists. So I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. Okay. And then as we write, we'll write a implicit statement just in case any element load is taking time. So this will take care of that. Driver.manage.timeouts implicitly wait duration of seconds 5, and close this. Okay. Now, first thing is we have to click on this generate random text. So let's start inspecting this. So you see here ID click me. So we are good. I'll just copy this and I'll directly write driver dot find element by dot ID. And what we have to do, we have to just perform a click. So I'll say dot click here. Okay. Now, second thing is, if I'll click on this, this text is appearing. Now let's do a inspect on this. Okay. Now, interesting thing you have to note here is, you see, we are not able to see the value which is generated here, OLJ. Okay. And if I copy this, and even if I search in this text here, I'll not be able to find. So this is coming bottom, but if I go up here in this section, I'll not be able to find it. Okay, so here nowhere this value is to be seen. Now certain elements are designed in a way that this text keeps changing. Okay, so we'll not be able to use get text as well to fetch this property, but let me show you how we can get this value. Okay, so first of all, in order to locate this element, I have a ID section, so I can very easily copy this and create a element attribute. So I'll say driver dot find element by dot ID, and we will pass this. Okay. Now, first thing is what we try to do, we try get text, and we save it in a string or something, or let's do a sysout. Okay. And let me just put it inside this. So we'll see what is coming, or if it is coming or not altogether. Okay. It should not come because there is no value here, but let's run this. Okay. So then I'll explain how we deal with situations like these. So basically, get text is always going to be able to fetch the value if there is some text appearing between the HTML code blocks. So here you see YJ something is coming. Let me close this. But if I go in the console, nothing is coming. Okay. The reason being is there is no text appearing here. Okay. So in this case, basically how it works is we have to not use get text. We have to use dot get attribute value. Okay, get attribute, and in this we have to say that we are trying to fetch the value attribute. Okay, now there could be some other sections as well, for example a placeholder or something like that, so that we have to know, but this is going to work fine. So let me Just make sure first of all I am putting the right brackets. Okay, yeah. Now let's run this and see. So whenever you're in a situation like this, use dot get attribute and in double quotes write value, because that is going to fetch the exact value. Okay. So let's see in the console window. So you see XBJ something is coming, and this is what is appearing here. Okay. So basically how it works is during runtime, there is going to be a value appearing here, and that is going to capture the value. It is not going to appear between the text. So that's why we are doing dot get attribute double quotes value. Okay. Now let's move to the next element. Now, first of all, let me do one thing quickly. Here we were printing just to make sure our value is getting displayed or not. So what I'll do is instead of printing, I'll just quickly save it in a string. Okay. String, let's say call it as random text. Okay. Now the next thing is I have to pass this value in this drop down. Okay. So first of all, I will click on this. So I already have an ID by which I can uniquely identify the drop down. So I'll first of all copy this and I'll quickly create a web element out of this. Okay. So I'll write driver dot find element by dot ID. Okay. And I will paste this. Okay. Now let me save it as a web element. Then we'll see. So web element DRPDOWN or whatever name you want. Okay. And I'll import this. So I have now located the drop down successfully. Okay. Now, whenever we work with drop downs, how do we pass values? So usually whenever you're going to work with drop downs, you're going to have a select class available. And in order to work with select class, we have to write that explicitly. So whenever you're working with drop downs where select is available, you write like this, select, and whatever you want. Let me write SEL equal to new select, and inside this I have to pass the actual drop down element. So I'll write DRP Okay. Now I will quickly import these. So import select from, okay. So our drop down is set now. Now I have to just perform the action. Okay. So you see, I'll write SEL, and if I'll do a dot, sorry, if I'll do a dot, I'll get a lot of different options. Now what we have to do is we have to just select the value which is randomly generated. So if you'll do get, one second, SL dot, sorry, select. So you will get a lot of different options. Select by index, select by value, select by visible text, uh, deselect if you want, whatever you operations you want. Okay. So if I'm going to select by value here. Okay, so let me show you by get select by value, it is not going to work, and let me explain you the reason, then I'll explain you how it is going to work. Okay, so what happens is if I go back here and if let's say I hover over this, okay, here you're seeing that all the different options which are appearing inside this is displayed in this specific way: option, this specific value, option, this specific value. Okay, so select by value is not going to work because there isn't a value option mentioned here. Okay. So if I'll run this, let me quickly run this and we'll see it is not going to work. Okay. So in these type of cases where you do not have the value section, you have to select get select by visible text. Okay. So you see it is able to do this, but it is not able to select this. Okay. So and you will see the cannot locate the option with this specific value. Okay, but exactly the same thing if I'll do dot select by visible text. Okay, in this case this is going to work fine. Okay, so let's run this. I will quickly it had a lot of concepts, so I'll do a recap as well, but let's first see if it is able to select it the value generated in runtime or not. So see, this is also working fine. Now what I'll do is I will quickly grab the value of the submit as well. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. I have an ID here. So I'll say driver dot find element by dot id, and all we have to do is we have to pass a click statement here. Now we have talked about a little bit concepts here. Let me just wrap it up, summarize that. So browser launch, implicit wait. Then first I'm just performing a click on this generate random text, which the ID for that is click me. Okay. Then we are trying to get the value which is generated here. Now we are not able to fetch this value using dot get text because it does not contains that specific format of HTML code. So that's why we have to use dot get attribute value, which is generated at runtime. So that's why we are using dot get attribute value. And with this, we are able to fetch the value successfully. Now this is going to change every time. So we have to pass that value inside this drop down. Now, whenever we work with drop down, we have to use select class is what we are using here. And we are using dot select by visible text because inside these options, we are not seeing the value section. So we cannot use select by value. We have to use select by visible text, and we are just passing that. And then we are clicking it. Let's run this and see if this works fine or not. You're going to get the code and download link in the description. And as you can see, the problem statement is solved. If you were able to solve it, don't forget to mention solve, and do like, share, and subscribe if this helps you. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye bye.